Hello, happy Monday. Welcome to, I don't know if I'm watching, weekly vlog 72. It's 1:30 in the afternoon and it is revoltingly hot today in the UK, especially in the southeast where I am. We are currently at, I think, 31, feels like 34. It's going to get to about 32 or 33, feeling like 35. I always go by the feels like, because it doesn't matter what the actual temperature is, it's what it feels like that matters. So yeah, it's absolutely revolting. I've already had a shower today. A lunchtime shower was marvellous. And yeah, had a very pleasant weekend. Obviously I need to edit it today to go up tomorrow, but I did have a lovely Saturday. I went out to the car boot and then I went on to back into town. Obviously did TK Maxx, loads of spooky stuff was in. I indulged. Oh, let me just grab it so I can show you guys. I bought myself my spooky pillow of the year for £12.99. Ironic to be buying a faux fur pillow while it is literally your own arms touching your body are gross. So yeah, so I'm in a vest top and as minimal layers as possible, so we are fucking off bras. If you're a female or whatever you identify as and you have to wear that hideous contraption, it's just not the one. So yeah, that and big baggy pirate trousers are the one. I spent yesterday wearing this amazing jumpsuit I made. In fact, it needs a bit of a fix, that's why I have it on my lap here. And yeah, I'm actually going to do some sewing today because I've got my fan going, if you can hear in the background, on aircon mode, which is 5. It really blasts out, and if you blast at the ceiling it works really well. So yeah, kept 3 teenagers cool while they've slept in the living room the past few days, because yeah, Ryan's friends stayed over for 2 nights, and one of them stayed over again last night because they had a uni interview this morning and they needed somewhere where it will be quiet and they've got good internet connection for it. And I was like, do you mind? I'm like, they can stay. So they did. They're at uni interview. They got in on the interview, which is amazing. So that was really nice. And now they've went out for the day, and then they'll be heading home after they've done workshop stuff. Roy is going to go do workshop stuff and then come home later. He's now done with college, obviously. So yeah, we just deal with bits as they come up, you know. So we got all the figurines out of how bits go and the order we got to do stuff, because Roy's very independent. She's independent with a lot of organising and coordinating, and a lot of me doing the other stuff basically. So as much as, you know, we've worked so hard on lots of bits, he is not workforce ready kind of human. So yeah, he's not like that, unfortunately. So yeah, got to do all that stuff, but that is for later me to worry about. I've got another month or so before I have to really get going on all that kind of stuff and worry. So there we go. As you would see in the end of last week's vlog, and then you'll see in the weekend vlog, I finished crocheting my socks. They came out amazing, very happy. I know I've got a rainbow thing going, but yeah, I started this last night just because I needed something that wasn't hot to crochet. So yeah, so I decided to get my big bag of just random balls of cotton I've been just collecting from charity shops, and the cheap bits, the white and the blue ones I got from a Crochet a Teddy kit in TK Maxx. It was missing the brown for the teddy head. And yeah, I've just been crocheting this like striped number, and it's just a really long bit of stripes. And yeah, it's going to be under the armpits, round the back, and then the 2 front sides are here, and then I'm going to crochet bits to go round and on the back, and then give it sleeves, and it's going to be a crochet shirt. But yeah, so that's what I've just been working on with scraps, you know, literally scraps of cotton and little bits. So yeah, so yeah, I'm hoping to just carry on with that today, but I thought I wanted to do some sewing because yeah, I love this jumpsuit I've got. It is a free pattern if you feel the need to make one, off Mood Fabrics. Their free patterns are really good. It's the Mirasol jumper. I do it without pockets. It's one of the few things I make without pockets because it's got a nice cut around the front. You can make the straps a bit like this kind of height. Excuse the no brarage, but fuck it. Every mammal's got nipples and glands. Is this kind of neckline, so my body finds it acceptable, but it cuts nicely round and actually it scoops a bit even lower on the side, so it's not necessarily something I wear out unless I'm wearing like a crop toppy type bra, but just blobbing around the house in, it's beautifully loose and perfect for hot days. So yeah, so I'm going to make one of these today. I've just laid out the two patterns because there's the front and the back just laid out on the floor there. And I have got this amazing pink star double gauze, which is just like baby muslins basically. So it's absorbent and soft, so it's perfect for hot weather. It's just like being a giant human tea towel. And yeah, I've got a chunk of it because I was at one point going to make myself a summer dressing gown out of it, but then when I was swapping over my summer clothes, I realised during the winter time I picked up a t-shirting, like very thin jersey grey dressing gown, so I've now got a summer dressing gown. Oh, something in my eye. So yeah, so I don't need to make one. So now I have this lovely hunk of fabric free, so I'm going to use this to make one of these jumpsuits. I'm tempted to do it knee length, so then it's even cooler. So yeah, so I'm thinking of making this today. I've literally got a it says to make two mirrored, but I'm tempted to just cut them on the sides and then just sew it in the middle like I did on this one. I think that's what I did on this one. That's the front. Oh no, I did cut it two bits, but I don't know. Oh, it's not the side it needs to be on the front, it's that. We'll figure it out, but yeah, so yeah, it's like this and it's got a lower V in the back, so yeah, and it's just simple, and this is made out of soft jersey, so very lightweight, and obviously this is going to be made out of double gauze, so yeah, so I'm going to figure out if I need to cut all four pieces, if I can cheat and just do it mirrored, basically. I don't think I can though, by the look of it. I think I'm gonna have to actually cut four pieces out, which sucks, but you know. So yeah, so I'm gonna make that, I think, knee length, just so it's got some baggy looseness and yeah, nice and comfy for chilling out indoors while it is hot. So yeah, gonna do that. Crochet that cotton thing just as a nice thing to do with my hands. After cooking for 3 days, because I love teenagers, but oh god, the heat. My freezer did get several bits cooked out of it, but I felt actually a bit unwell having to cook things, so I am so looking forward today to eating just like bread and ham and little bits, and yeah, nothing hard going. So that's what we're rolling on. If my body just goes, you know, it needs to eat for dinner and ice cream and 2 ice pops, well, that's what we're going to eat. You just go with something in your body. So yeah, lots of fluids, lots of water, lots of cold fluids as well. So yeah, so you know, that is my plan for the day. I should be doing the washing up and tidying the kitchen, but I just don't want to. It's going to be so warm today, so warm tomorrow. It's just not worth it. So yeah, I do a little bit of tidying up tomorrow because I've got a food shop coming. I did a online Tesco order yesterday to be delivered tomorrow. It's lots of fridge stuff, a couple of bits for the freezer, not many, and a few cupboard bits and a few drinks. Not loads of drinks because we do have quite a few still, obviously, with all the drinks I ordered to last like the next month or so. But yeah, we have got, you know, sausage rolls, pork pies, panini supplies, and like paninis to do that. That's the level of hot I can kind of get, is like a panini. You know, bags of like pre-cooked chicken, so I could just defrost a bit and make like some sandwich filler style things, and yeah, really minimal effort kind of food. I just had a lovely, I turned the camera on, I was about to press record and my bestie called me, and yeah, we just had a nice chat, little catch up. Bless her, she's got me a key for her house, which is cool, and she's like, I did do it, and I'm like, you're amazing. So yeah, so I'll be able to go around, and she's like, I'm only working one day this week, and then she's off on holiday as part of work, because she's a carer for additional needs children. We'll just label it that, because there can be all kinds. So yeah, so she is working because one of the people she cares for is going away. She's working because they need a certain ratio of people to child. So yeah, so she's off for that, and then when she gets back, she's then off on her actual holiday for 5 days. So yeah, so she's just jet setting. So yeah, so yeah, so we're going to see each other this week, and obviously I will, I think, offer while she is away, if she needs me to pop in her house for anything, if she needs me to, you know, just pop by or whatever, I'll offer it if she would like it. So there we go. But for now, I did a wash load this morning, so I'm about to go put that outside, because obviously warm weather will dry all washing. And then I'm going to cut out these fabric pieces, and it is literally such minimal sewing. It's a couple of long seams, hemming the bottom of the trouser bits, and adding hemming around the top and adding a strap. So yeah, nice and easy project, but my summer wardrobe will appreciate it, because I realised what I've always loved and called my don't touch me dress. Obviously I had a slightly newer one that's marbled, and the armholes are cut better. My old one, the armholes are very high up, and it's literally like here, so it's very high up in your armpit, and it's not the most comfortable. And I'm like, I've got one I prefer the cut of the armpits now, because I prefer a much looser fit thing, and I do prefer like this area of my armpits not being cut into. So yeah, but I hope you're doing well. I hope you're all keeping cool, keeping yourself safe and shaded and sun creamed and hydrated and all the good things. But yeah, I hope you're doing well. So yeah, so I might come back to you a wee bit later with a jumpsuit finish, or yeah, we'll see what we get up to. But I thought I'd just chat with you and go, hi, happy Monday, isn't it hot? So one of those things. I was saying that I really should go, I haven't had my meds yet today. I should probably go have my meds, so take meds if you need them. So there we go. But I will catch up with you beautiful people a wee bit later this afternoon as we get going. And we'll say get going, it's a very chill day. It's going to be a very chilled week. Today and tomorrow are almost like right off of days, but you know, we can do a wee bit of sewing, a wee bit of crochet. We've got food delivery. We might work a good chunk in my crochet whips as well as my sewing UFO projects. It's an unfinished object. Yeah, but basically yeah, my fixing pile, I might do some fixing sewing and also some finish projects for my crochet, because some things just literally need like an edge or straps on the bag, and it's done, and then I can use the thing, or you know. So yeah, so I think we're going to crack on this week. The theme is finishing things, you know, finishing jobs. We're going to finish some jobs. So yeah, but for now, let's go put some washing out, let's take some meds, and let's cut out a jumpsuit, because the idea of just flowy tea towel-esque clothing, you know, baby muslin clothing, is just perfection, to be honest. So that is what I'm gonna roll with. So yeah, so I'll catch up with you beautiful people a wee bit later. Bye. Hello. You know when you're stupid and you remember you own something? This is me today. This is a cooling towel. It's a marvellous thing. You get it wet, bring it out, and then you just spin it round like that. Like you're a sort of a hockey game, you know, been given one of those sort of souvenir tea towels, and it turns icy cold. You can put it on your head. You can, as I've been doing, drape it across your shoulders, and oh my god, especially sat near the fan with this icy cold, like you pulled it out of the freezer level of cold, and then when it dries out or loses its chili, you can respin it, and if it dries out, just re-wet it, wring it out, spin it back to icy cold. It's such a good thing, and why did I forget I owned it? So yeah, so I am enjoying my old lady icy cold shawl right now. Just want to show you what I have been sewing. Let's turn you this way a bit. This is the jumpsuit. It kind of looks like 1930s beach pyjamas, really, like the ultimate loungewear, if you get what I mean. The joys of loving historical fashion. There's little nuances everywhere, but yeah, this screams 1930s beach pyjamas to me, and I love it. Because they're crazy wide-legged, and yeah, so I have done French seams all on the insides. Even the leg seam is French seam. Every seam so far is French seamed, which is very cool. All this top edging, I'm thinking, because I've got a good amount of I can't talk today, of offcuts. Gonna cut some strips and use it to give it some bias binding edging, because it doesn't need stretch, it just needs to be covering the raw edges. This is technically the front, but as it is, I quite like, because the front's more down, I like the back because it's higher up. So the joys of this, you can technically wear it either way. And obviously my other one, I kind of made the straps as it's told you to, with the instructions on the website, and like folded the edge and then just sewed the strap on. And they are jerseys, so they do have, I shortened them majorly because of the stretch. But these ones, I'm thinking, while I'm just cutting out strips, I'm going to cut out some strips to use as the straps, and I'm just going to cut them a bit longer. I mean, this is what they say to do 4 of, because they have it quite low. So it starts here, which like barely boob covering. So yeah, I shortened it and made this one strap so it went much higher, basically, because I just wanted it as a comfy thing. But because of that, obviously it won't have a stretch in it, because this is cotton compared to that one, which is jersey. I'm going to make the strap a bit longer, but I'm going to put elastic inside it, so then it's got stretch, so then when I need to take it off to go to the toilet, it's got elasticity, so I can, you know, take it off without ripping it, basically, is the aim. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do, is make the straps a bit longer but elasticated, so they'll sit further up but still have the stretch in them to take it on and off without any closures, because yeah, it's quite low without it, and I don't like things being that low. Some people might, I'm not, you know. So yeah, so that's as far as I've got so far. I'm going to take it's hot and I need to have a drink, and just, I think my sewing machine needs to have a cool down. Obviously it's, yeah, we're at the hideous point where it feels like 35, so I'm going to very sensibly take a little break. But even if this is as far as I get today, it's pretty impressive for a Monday. It's 5 o'clock and I've made a good chunk of another beautiful lightweight summer handmade bit of clothing out of what I already owned, you know. So yeah, so, and it's just so cool. And this with, say, my drapey cardi over the top of one of my mesh jumpers would look so cool. This with the orange and pink striped one over the top would look really freaking cool, you know. So yeah, so it's a really good layering piece. But for now, it's going to sit on my sewing machine, and yeah, I'm going to take this off just for a bit because I want to lean back. And it's not wet, but you know, and you just like, I just want to have a moment. But yeah, to touch, my skin is cold and it's lovely. So yeah, so I think I'm going to have a sit back, have a drink, I need to take my second anxiety med of the day. Cause yeah, my brain's been a bit overthinking. Because yeah, it was one of the school mums' birthday parties and I didn't go, and someone was a bit snotty about it. Everyone else apparently was really cool, but yeah, the joys of saying, look, I can't do jaunts, mental health is not it right now. Being really fucking honest, people get really shitty. Funnily enough, mental health takes a long time to get there, so you know, it's a permanent one step forward, two step back feeling sometimes. But yeah, no, so that's their problem, not mine. You know, I said I'm not doing things. I was really honest as to why I'm not doing things, and funnily enough, the world hasn't ended because I haven't went for a few dinners out and, you know, bits and pieces. I don't drink, so I'm in there. I'm really boring. I'm weird, you know. The only gay one, part of the Rainbow Mafia. So it's just, yeah. The only thing we have in common is our kids all went to the same school. These kids are now all going off to university, you know. So sometimes you have to kind of think, yeah, that's more your problem than mine. So I'm all cool with that. But yeah, so now I'm gonna have a bit of food. Take my meds, refill my drink, and yeah, I think we might round it up here for the day, because if I'm entirely honest, I'm just going to sit and crochet, and if I want to do some more sewing I will, but I kind of think I'm done with sewing for the day. I'm at a really good stage where I'm happy with it. I think tomorrow we'll carry on and we'll do the binding and the straps, so then it's all in one go and it's fresh eyes, fresh brain, you know, and then I can have another lovely fresh nice just body wash shower, and then put them on when they're finished, and you model them and go, look at my thing, I made this. You know, one of them. And yeah, we'll also have a Tesco delivery tomorrow, so but yeah, I'm gonna go make myself a bit of food, and yeah, I'm watching Brogan Tate's long video they just put up the other day of Disneyland Paris, so watching someone go around Disney, which is always lovely. So yeah, so I will catch up with you beautiful folks tomorrow. But yeah, hope you're doing well and you're keeping cool and keeping safe. So yeah, so I'll see you tomorrow. Good morning, happy Tuesday. Day 2 of hideously hot. I've realised with my hair pinned up like this, I look like the fairy godmother from Shrek. Yeah. It's just got 10:30 in the morning. We are waiting for our Tesco delivery. It's going to come between 11 and 12. Nothing is missing, which is great. But yeah, I spent last night crocheting my vest thing, which I'll show you a bit later. I've literally got one row, like one colour to go to connect the whole thing, and then it's just sleeves. So yeah, I'll show you once I've done some more and made it a whole garment basically. But yeah, very pleased with how they went last night, and I do plan to today work on the pink jumpsuit there. Definitely can do some bias around the edge, a homemade bias, and so I was trying to make myself in focus. There we go. Homemade bias and some sort of elastic I think in the straps, just so it's got a little bit of give in it. So yeah. But I've just had a very nice knock at the door. I had a yarn delivery from my postman. This is bag 1 of 2. So I am planning to do its own video, but I thought I'd just show you what's in here for the fun of it. Obviously I'm not going to go over every single ball, because you know, that's more for the yarn haul, but I thought I'd show you what I got at least because it's a parcel. I ordered this metallic wool. It's super soft, but look at it. Oh come on, the focus is having a moment. Look at that, it's shiny wool. I ordered quite a few of these because I plan to make a whole garment shiny. How cool will that be? And I got a couple of these for my sister's cardigan. I'm going to make her one out of the like camel coloured stuff I got in that surprise bag, and she said all about the idea of, you know, having some orange with it because her favourite colour is orange, and I'm like, I could do it. She was like, granny squares, interesting ones, and I'm like, I could do that. So I ordered this, which is called just it was autumn, and yeah, it's super soft and super pretty. I got 3 of them, so yeah, because I thought extras are always good. And then there is a, I'll take it out the bottom here. Oh. There is a kilo surprise bag of cotton, which I am going to save for the haul, but look at that. I feel like there's men that hold up fish. So yeah, so there we go, that's my yarn delivery, but I am going to kind of save most of it for an actual little separate video. I've got to sit down this morning. I would probably do it once the food shop has arrived, so then I know that's arrived. I can show you guys what I've got and then put it away. And obviously crack on with some sewing and crocheting today. It's kind of the plans. Today is going to be another scorcher. I've got the washing machine on. I'm planning to do quite a few more wash loads. I only managed one yesterday. It was too hot and too much. But I did have a little shuffle with some bits on my balcony to get the second air out, so I can at least do 2 wash loads today. But yeah, yeah, today's plan is literally to do the crochet cotton scrappy top and that jumpsuit we cut out and started yesterday. Honestly, this week is crafting. We are going to have a craft week. It's going to be hot, gross, overwhelming. So yeah, Rise off out on Friday, you know, he's off to watch his friends play, of which he'll be borrowing my lovely camera, obviously I'm currently using, and then returning it. And then after that, he's off camping for the weekend. So yeah, so thankfully the temperature does drop by the end of the week, but still, not my idea of fun. So yeah, so flying solo, so I'm going to make some fun dinner choices for the weekend. But for now, yeah, I'm looking forward to a nice craft day today, but obviously there's food delivery coming first with food shopping for the week. And then yeah, we'll crack on, lots of crochet, some sewing and all the nice things. And I will also be editing my come out with me to the car boot spooky things in TK Maxx video. I might do that sooner rather than later. Ryan, bless him, I'll have to show you it a bit later. He printed me out a little laptop thing, so instead of it being flat on my laptop, you know, lap cushion thing, it lifts it so you get air underneath so it doesn't get so hot. Yeah, it got tested out on like 3 or 4 different laptops yesterday, and you printed another 3 for people. So yeah, but no, I was just talking to Star because it was getting really hot, and he borrowed it when they were doing movies, you know, being a proper teenager going on pirated movies, so I watch it via the TV. And yeah, I said be careful, it gets quite hot at the moment. I said obviously, you know, it's heat and a battery. I keep having to, I've got my hand fan to thing, and I keep having to take my phone out of its case, keeping it cool, especially when I then have to charge it. I have to have a fan against it because obviously the battery heats up as it charges, and yeah, no, so phones, you have to be really careful with battery operated things. So yeah, so especially your phone, don't leave it laying in the sun and stuff, it's dangerous. But yeah, so it's I was saying, yeah, about that, and I said, I used to have, I said, you know, years and years and years ago, I said with my big laptop, I said I used to have, you know, this little plug-in clear plastic thing with fans in it, and you plugged it in the USB and it used to blow the fans underneath. I said, great in the summer. So you used to keep it cool. And he said, well, I could just 3D print you a stand. He said, so it lifts it up, and I'm like, and he immediately looked up and went, what are these? So yeah, just so the air gets under it, and I said, oh, I could just point, you know, a fan underneath it if I feel it needs it. So yeah, so bless him, he did that for me yesterday, which was very nice. He also did a 6-hour print on his Mo from Wally, so yeah, but he is off out there today. His friend is currently off work because their entire IT system has went down. The one person to fix it, number 1, lives in Germany. Number 2 is currently on holiday. So we know what the Germans are like. When you are not at work, you are not at work. So yeah, currently off work because the computer system does not work. It's quite funny. So yeah, so Riot is off to the workshop today, which honestly I would rather him be at the workshop than here. Not because I'm like, no, don't stay home. The workshop has full on air conditioning. And you know how rare it is in the UK to find someone with air conditioning. You know, even just like big shops don't always have it. Very rarely have it, if I'm entirely honest. But for a little business, a little place, a community space to have aircon, it's amazing. So yeah, so I'm like, no, go enjoy the aircon. So that's what he's gonna go do today. And yeah, I'm gonna sit here, sweat my balls off. Do some house jobs. Nothing too major, just really some washing. I've got so much clean washing everywhere. I really need to just have a sit folding washing up a couple of hours, but I don't want to, so yeah. But instead today, yeah, we'll do crochet, a bit of sewing, and you'll get a Tesco haul in the next, hopefully, you know, hour and a bit. So there we go. But now I've got to show you my couple of yarns, and yeah, my mystery bag. It's entirely cotton in it as well, so, which is my new favourite thing. But I am gonna film that separately, so it's only a haul, so that I can film this bit here today, and then I'll film the second bag when it arrives and be like, here is all the yarn I bought, and here is what it's for, because I'm trying to keep all the crochet stuff that maybe not everyone's interested in as a little separate video. So if you're interested, there's another little extra video, and if you're not, don't feel obliged, it's fine. I know talking about wool is not everyone's cup of tea, so that is why I'm trying to just, yeah, give little sections. So there we go. But I hope you're doing well, and I hope you are, yeah, able, you know, keeping hydrated and all the good stuff in this warmth, which I know is everywhere right now. It's across Europe, it's higher in Europe, even across America. You're getting the fun of humidity for the, what will probably, you know, in some places might feel like for the first time. Welcome to UK heat. That is what it is like when we grizzle about it being too hot, and people are like, it's only 30, 32, and it's like, yeah, do you know, it's like we're on a fucking island. It's humid as shit. So could cope with heat. Heat is not, you know, it's not the most fun, but you know, I dealt with it in Paris last year. It got up to bloody 35 and dealt with it, but cannot deal with humidity. Humidity is the worst. So yeah, that is the actual bit that really just wipes everything out and yeah, makes it unbearable. So here I am being British grizzly about the weather. Welcome to my channel. But yeah, I hope you're doing well, and yeah, I'll catch up with you beautiful folks when the shopping arrives, because I will be whizzing through some bits. I might, you know, show you like the frozen stuff and put that straight in the freezer, just because we do have some ice creams and I don't want them melting. So yeah, so I will give you a lovely Tesco haul when it arrives, so I'll see you in a wee bit once the food shopping is here. Bye. Tesco order has come, all good. Hating the stairs is an arse. But I need a bit of hair clip. Downstairs there are 2 bottles of Dr. Pepper, 2 packs of orange lucades, and a pack of baby potatoes, just because it's cooler and darker downstairs. Got a thing of juice, because as me and Rob were just saying, he doesn't drink water but he will drink juice, and a push dilutable. But yeah, so he's been drinking juice and milkshake, so can't complain. Did have 4 of these, he's just taken 1, so there's 3 now. We'll go through the chili stuff just so I can get it out, and then we'll do the other stuff, and then I'll put it all away very quickly. So yeah, so chocolate yogurts, lettuce. Got some little jelly and custards because I like them from Aldi, so I got myself from them just because I didn't want to do Aldi shop this week. A big thing of the dairy milk yogurt, and I got myself another big lemon yogurt. 2 yops. One of them's going to be my breakfast actually, it's lovely and cold. Another pack of the Actimel because it is making a difference for my stomach. Don't care if it's psychological or not, just having that helps. Leodama is still on offer, so we've got that for paninis, sausage rolls, nuggets, a bag of wedges, ham. I'm doing this one a bit quick just because I don't want anything to get warm. Pepperoni, these are all going to be sandwiches or paninis, German salami, chorizo slices, honey ham, saucisson, little bags of chicken, pork pies, frozen cheap lemon cheesecake, 6-pack of cornettos, 2 bags of pre-cooked frozen chicken, and some Beyond Meat burgers because I like them. So I'm going to put the freezer stuff straight back in the freezer bag. And do it up while we talk. The fridge stuff has got a little bit more flexibility in it. Onto the other bag. Let's put those bits aside because they are a new one for me and they are a cool thing to talk about. Dark blue ribbons, paninis. Oh shit! They're now new to the sandwich bag. Bread rolls for said burgers. Wraps. Jammy wagon wheels. Cucumber to go with the lettuce. Washing up liquid because I do actually need to do my kitchen this week. Can of chocolates with some easy breakfast while it is warm. Bicarb and baking powder because I'm not sure how old my ones are, so I thought I would just restock. 5 loose bananas and they are actually yellow with slight spots, so these are good. Thank you whoever picked up my shopping for getting me nice bananas. And in the little brown paper bag, a red pepper to go with salad stuff. That is all of my shopping. Came to like £63. So yeah, and as I recently learnt from someone I follow on YouTube, I can't remember her name, but yeah, she gets Tesco orders every week and she's really good. She said about, I remember having one about a free sample offered, like it said, oh, free sample of Coke with lime, and I was like, oh, did it? But it wasn't in stock. If you just, when you're doing a food shop on Tesco, if you just type in free sample in the search bit, it will show you what the free samples you can get. And also it comes with vouchers. So I got a Get More Vits Vitamin D Still Mango and Passion Fruit Water with a 50p off voucher. So that's pretty cool. I got Comfort Fresh Scent Booster Elixir, so it's like just, yeah, fabric softener with a £1 off voucher. So pretty cool. And the best one, I got a whole jar, oh there we are, of Bon Maman crunchy hazelnut chocolate spread and a £1 off voucher for free. I don't personally eat chocolate spread, but it's very good for baking, and this is the fancy stuff, so yeah. So there we go, so those were freebies. So 10 out of 10 suggest if you're doing a Tesco order, just type in free sample and see what pops up. You never know, all 3 of them will get used. And I've got vouchers. If I need to buy fabric softener, I can buy it. If this chocolate stuff's good, I can use it. So, I mean, when's it valid till? It doesn't say, I don't think, or we will find out. So, yeah, either way, vouchers, pretty cool, and free samples. So that's pretty cushy. Crunchy, chocolatey and delicious, made with 25% hazelnuts and no palm oil. So it looks like it's just got hazelnuts inside it. So it'll be very good baking. So there we go. So yeah, so I'm going to go put this food shopping away. I have part of some wet wash in here that I put all the stuff outside. I need to put those in the little octopuses hanging up on my door back there from IKEA. They are great to dry socks and pants. And yeah, so I am already sweating and I have not had my meds yet this morning, so the sertraline sweats fucking suck. So yeah, so I am going to put this away and I'll catch up with you people as we get cracking with our day. So yeah, we're going to see how much crafting we can get done. I think we'll definitely get the crochet scrappy jumper done. We will see about the jumpsuit, how far we get done. But either way, let's put this food chopping away. It's hot. So yeah, so see you later. Hello. We're further into the afternoon. It's... oh, come on Fitbit. Just coming up to 4. I'm feeling really rough and really a bit weird, which is a sign I'm too hot. I will not get round to doing any sewing today. Just don't want to. It's too hot. It's just too damn hot. Tomorrow is another day. Tomorrow we are dropping like 15 degrees. Tomorrow, and there is due a bit of rain, so it takes some of the mugginess out of the air and it will be fresher. And but yeah, no, it's very hot and I'm a bit overwhelmed today. But let me show you what I have done with my day before I'm just gonna sit here and just not. I'm doing well out of my bag. I have technically got one little skein of yarn left in my scrap bag. I have crocheted the little top bits so it now meets, so it's all a vest so far. I am going to give it sleeves and it's going to have this little just fold over bits, but it's all going to have an edge. It's looking pretty good. Working on the bottom at the moment. I need to do another 2 rows of purple because this is what I've got left so far, and then on the sleeves I'm going to do a chunk of white, which is like 5 rows, and then this blue, which is the same as this one here, so that blue again, see how much we can do, and then see how much of the purple. I do have this like black. I'm not too sure if I might do like what's the order being, white and then black and then blue and then purple as a sleeve, and then keep it the length it is once I've finished actually 2 rows of purple, and whatever's left over I'll just add to the bottom. So I might do that, but yeah, so that's kind of the plan. So all by tomorrow, today, we're going to see how we go. I know I need to go do my cooling tax. I'm feeling very hot and overwhelmed. I'm hoping that, yeah, well, this is just the while it's hot project, but you know, it's been a good thing to work on because it's not hot while it's on my lap. So yeah, but I'm gonna just carry on slowly working on this, putting it down while I'm feeling a bit hot and overwhelmed, and coming back to it. So I've just offered Ryan the little fan. He has his big fan going. I've just offered him the little one so he can have fans from both directions, because I was just using it literally holding my phone and then holding a hand fan here so I can charge my phone without it overheating. That's the level we're rolling at right now. So yeah, there won't be a video going up today, not that I told you there was, but yeah, on the older community tabs, but I think I mentioned on here I need to edit video. I can't, it's too hot, it's just too hot. I don't want my laptop going funny. If I've got the energy I will edit it later, but probably tomorrow, just upload it tomorrow. So yeah, it's just not worth it today. But yeah, so my aim is I'm going to, I think I'm going to go and chuck myself through the shower, just have a lovely cold wash. It's, well, you know, lukewarm. Cold actually makes you feel a bit hotter afterwards, but just lukewarm is cool enough for your body to cool down without freaking out basically, and then cool myself down with the cooling towel after, so I keep that cool temperature going. I do have the balcony door open, but that's because we're drying clothes, and I've got 2 wash clothes drying, so it's hot with it open, it's hot with these clothes, it's just hot. I mean, it's currently, yeah, it feels like 34 outside and it's 30, and inside my house right now it is 30 degrees inside my house. So that is a level of how hot we are in here today, and all we have is a little fan to keep us cool. That's it. that's the cooling system. We got that and windows, which let the hot air in and trap the hot air in the insulated house that's meant to keep things hot. So yeah, I've given the birds a little refresh on their little paths, so they are keeping them cool as we can. So yeah, but I think I need to just stop for the day. If I want to do more crochet later I will. If I don't, I'm not going to. And yeah, feeling just a bit nauseous, a bit woozy, just not quite right. And I know I have hideous heat intolerance, which is really fucking grand. So yeah, it's really bad this year. It was hotter last year, I managed Paris, sweating my arse off, but yeah, I find this year really hard going. So yeah, pass as to why, but I do, I think, I don't know, but it's just, yeah, it's not very pleasant. I don't know if I was on my anxiety meds last year or not, but it's just, yeah, it's a lot this year. So, but thankful, although it's not very thankful, everyone's feeling it. So yeah, so no, I'm gonna go sign off for the day. I'm gonna go and have a nice cooling shower, just a quick cool 5 minutes standing in water, because you know, don't have a garden, don't have a paddling pool, don't even have anywhere to put a damn sprinkler, you know. We have a splash pad area, but in town, or you know, in the green area in our town, but it's for kids and it's full of screaming children and people who are there all day. So the idea of that is a nightmare, to be honest. So no. So no. Cooling shower, and yeah, just use my cooling towel around my head again. And I think that will be pretty good. So, and an ice bottle too. I should probably eat something a bit more substantial, but we're going to roll with an ice bottle for now at the moment. So yeah, so that is kind of my plans for the rest of the day. If I do any more crocheting, that's great. If I don't, oh well. And just, yeah, it's not the day for sewing, it's too hot. The idea of going in the cupboard, let alone getting my iron out right now, is revolting, because I've got to make homemade bias binding. And to do that, I've got thankfully a bias binding maker where you put it through and it folds it into the thing, but to do that you got to iron it. So yeah, no. So I hope you're doing well, I hope you're keeping safe, hydrated. I am literally chugging my litre thing flask full of icy cold flavoured water and ice in it. Even Ryan keeps coming in, refilling up, getting juice, and has put ice in it. So it's a sign. The kid has taken an extra van and he's put ice in his drink, and he decided not to go out today. That is how I know he's hot and a bit overwhelmed. He doesn't outwardly show it, but yeah, so I'm gonna chuck him through the bath later. He can have a nice cooler bath and just, yeah, wash and a refresh will feel nicer. And then obviously the weather drops tomorrow, the temperature drops tomorrow, but yeah, I'm gonna go and I'll catch up with you beautiful people tomorrow. We're hopefully feeling a bit less nauseous and weird. So see you tomorrow. Hello, happy Wednesday. I'm still not feeling grand from yesterday, if I'm entirely honest. I've got a migraine, I can feel it growing down here. It's going through my eye and like making this bit of my mouth numb. It's really weird. And yeah, and this bit of my neck, the muscle is solid. I've taken migraine tablets. I had to have hair wash because my hair had actually hurt to touch. So I had to give it a wash. But yeah, I'm still just, yeah, not feeling the best. It is finally cooler today. We've had rain, yeah, So yeah, so it's a hell of a lot better. But yeah, I'm just feeling weird still, and with a migraine coming, that makes me feel like my face is melting. Currently my lips feel about here. So yeah, so migraines are really fucking weird. I'm going to have a very easy day today. I'm going to just chill on the sofa. I don't really want to go to bed. I'm sick to death for being in my bedroom. So yeah, so I don't want to go to bed, so I'm just going to chill in the living room. I've got monotonous YouTube on. I am waiting for a parcel, my second Hobie parcel with some yarn and stuff in. It's due to arrive today in the next 2 hours. So yeah, the boy Otis went out to the workshop. He didn't yesterday. He really needed to stay in. So yeah, so he's went out today. He's taken up at lunch and requested some dinner money, so he will be out this evening. So he's taken, you know, while his friend's not at work, he's doing that. And nice to catch up with my bestie yesterday, which was nice. Gonna see her this week. Yeah, trying to crochet some socks, and I thought I'd I know I usually save the crochet stuff to bore everyone with, but I thought I'd share some with you. Obviously I made my lacy socks. These are with a 3.5 hook. This is a 4 hook as the wall suggests, and the tutorial I followed for this one, the lacy one, was a 2 to a 2.5, so I went between the 2 and a 3.5, but look how much bigger it is with the 4, just half a mil up. There's already that much difference. So I'm going to stick with a 3.5mm for making socks, or even a 3. But yeah, so that's kind of my thing. So I've done this much so far. Thankfully I'm only on like the 3rd row. This is my second try these socks. The other day I did it. You're meant to do 18 stitches. Here I did 23, so they were huge because I forgot. So yeah, so I'm about to undo this, get my 3.5 out, and yeah, do it as that, because I'm going to do it instead of lacy style like these ones are. You can see the details on them a bit better like this. These ones are going to be solid socks. So yeah, so I'm going to sit and just, yeah, crochet some socks today. I'll just wait for my parcel. Down there is my scrappy jumper, which I've been working on while it's been hot. I did a good chunk of the sleeves yesterday, but you know, I'm just not feeling right today. And I can feel migraine, and with my face going a bit numb, not good. So yeah, today we're gonna just call it a literally cool day. I'm gonna take it easy, do what I want to, which is basically I just want to crochet a sock, because I want to test out a solid sock. So then when I see various relatives in the next like week or two, I'm going to be like, weird question, or not weird request, let me draw around your foot, let me measure your foot, let me measure where your heel starts, you know, how far up would you want a sock to go, and get them to try on both the crochet, the lacy ones and the solid ones, and pick a type, so that way I can make people socks for Christmas that I know will fit them without having to get them to try them on, basically. So they know they're getting socks, but they're surprise socks. They know an element in it. So yeah. Also, this colour's really fucking good. I really like. This is the fruit punch colour. So it's almost like neon orange, but yeah, also my eyebrows are already fading quite a lot thanks to, this is the colour the ends are meant to be, by the way, but it's already faded quite a lot because of those couple of really lovely showers I've had the past few days. I didn't wash my hair in those showers, but it needed to today, so yeah, but there we go. So I will catch up with you beautiful folks tomorrow. Hopefully this, we're going to call it a migraine because that's what it's going to grow to be. I'm going to keep on top of it, but it's beyond headache right now, so it's more migraine qualities. That's why I'm not looking at the camera screen, which doesn't make any sense. But yeah, I'm gonna just sit and just crochet my day away, just quietly go over lay down when I feel the need to, and yeah, see how we do tomorrow. But today I'm just feeling weird, tired, wiped out, migraine-y. It's not great. So yeah, I think I'm gonna go get something cold from the fridge to put the back of my neck. Because yeah, the cold opens up the blood supply, so you get more blood to your head and your brain, which helps with migraines. So yeah, so that's why cold helps with migraines. Cooling cap on the front, cold thing on the back of your neck is a wonderful combo, but I can feel it all tense in the back of my neck. So this is like a neck migraine. You can see my eye going weird. Oh, I won't kidding when I said it feels like my face droops. It honestly does. If I didn't know I suffered from migraines, which obviously I've been suffering since I was like 6, I would think it's like stroke qualities, but no, I know it's migraine. So yes, I'm going to go get something cold on my hair, on the back of my neck. I have got migraine meds in my system. I've had breakfast. I've had my meds. So yeah, so I'm just going to take it easy for the day. And I'm going to crochet a sock, because I can do like a sock a day. So I'm going to take apart what I've done, go back to the smaller hook, and yeah, redo it. This is why I'm pleased I have one set I can measure against. So there we go. So I will catch up with you beautiful folks tomorrow, and hopefully less pain, less droopy, less just weird feeling. You know, when you're like, you're in your body but it feels like someone else is moving your hands, and I just feel really odd today, and tingly, and just weird. So, oh, face, why? It just, I feel like a Dali painting. My face is just bleh. So yeah, so on that fine note, I'll catch up with you beautiful folks tomorrow. Bye. Hello, good morning, happy Friday. There was no Thursday. I felt really odd. I had like odd face weird thing from migraine, and I got a weird like fibro slash PTSD side effect of almost like shivering. My whole body felt like it was shivering. I wasn't cold and there was no visible shivering, but underneath my body it was like that. And yeah, I rang my mum going, ah. She's like, yeah, no. I hate to tell you that is, yeah, fibro thing. And I looked it up and it's also a PTSD and an anxiety thing. So I tick all 3 boxes for that. But thankfully, you know, I was able to take something to calm it down. But yeah, my central nervous system just had a moment and wasn't a complete arsehole the whole day. And yeah, it really was just, yeah. And also, on top of that, my fatigue was being a jerk. I got up at like just before 10, 11, about, yeah, it was just before 11, no, just before 10. By half 12 I was back in bed because I was exhausted, laid down for an hour, and then after that lay down for an hour. I slept for 3 hours, so I was in bed for 4 hours, and then got up and yeah, did bits and pieces, found out why my body was being a jerk, and yeah, ended up going to bed till like 1. You know, me and Brian both lost track of time. But yeah, I thought I'd show you. Obviously, I haven't got up really to any jobs. But yeah, today's plan is to finish off the jumpsuit because I want to obviously have a finished thing this week. I have also written a bit of a list for the weekend of some plans, so I am going to film a weekend vlog. And we are going to have basically an extended crafternoon all weekend, and we're going to basically try and get a whole load of shit made and finished as I was meant to this week, but you know, migraines and fatigues kind of take it out. Sorry if I'm looking everywhere. I'm not using my camera, I'm using my phone. The camera is down this point, and this bit here is where you know, you can see yourself. So sorry if my eyes are not meeting yours. It is camera problems. Sorry, I'm going to try and balance my phone. So yeah, my camera is currently, Ryan is borrowing it for the day, and he is, he's going to film his friend's theatre performance, something they've, you know, put together, written and all those things. So yeah, so he asked could he borrow my camera, and he's even taken my tripod to go film it for them. And he's, bless him, he bought tickets. And yeah, he's going to both performances because there are 2 today, and yeah, he's going to that and he's going to film it for them, which is very sweet of him. And then yeah, he's going to come back here, drop off my camera, and by then I need to, later this evening, obviously they're also going to go out, a bunch of them, for a celebration dinner at Wetherspoons, which is very sweet. And then the joys of Wetherspoons is cheap as well. So and then he's going to pop by here, drop off my camera, and then because it's expensive, it's a £600 camera. Yeah, I've only just not long paid it off. So yeah, it's a Canon GX Mark II, the ultimate vlogging camera. It's small but expensive. So yeah, but yeah, he will come drop off my camera, and then he will take his camping bag because he is off camping. They're going to go camping tonight, tomorrow, then come back Sunday evening, afternoon, you know. So yeah, so I've basically got to pack camping gear, which is basically, thankfully for him, they've already got the tents there and sleep bag, but basically packing a blanket, a couple of outfits, his bathroom bag, and his little bed thing he bought. So yeah, so he's off to do that this weekend. So yeah, I kind of had today half penciled in just in case my friend called me going, hi, do you want to do a thing, because I know she's off this week, but she hasn't, so I'm kind of guessing that she won't now. She's sort of, if we're doing something, she usually would have, you know, messaged me by morning. So 2 seconds, I need to stop and start again because my phone doesn't like long videos. There we go. So yeah, so, yeah, we were doing something, she would have called by now, but she hasn't. So instead I'm going to do some house jobs. I'm going to take the bags of clothing that need to be recycled over to the bins, do that chuck out bag. Let me just quickly share with you crafting updates. I finished my sock, my green one. This is entirely made of double crochets, and I did a thing. It's a little too big on the cuff, and you can see I kind of lost some stitches, but I'm going to buy some shearing elastic tomorrow because I'm going to pop by the local fabric shop and get some. While I'm there, I'm going to see if I can find some lining for my tulip bag, and Ryan has asked me to pick up some elastic, and yesterday I made the entirety of the second sock and I'm now on the ribbing. So basically I've got to do the ribbing all the way round and then the heel. So that's kind of my sit down craft. I will say this type of sock has used up much more yarn than the other one, obviously, because it was a lacy one, so it'll be interesting to weigh how much wool I have left afterwards to see the difference. So yeah, I think out of this one I'm only going to get one whole set of socks, and then after that it will be a mismatched pair. So I might do a combo of these 2 colours of stripes. I think would be fun, so that might be my other one. But yeah, but for now I'm going to crack on with some jobs, and then we are going to come back and we will be doing some sewing today because I want to finish the jumpsuit that is sat there on my sewing machine. I just need to do these bags, a bit of tidying up, and then I need to find my bias binding maker little thing, and then get the ironing board out and the iron, and we'll make some bias tape. But yeah, but first let's do some tidying up, and I think I'm going to chuck a wash load on. So there we go. I did get dressed in some real clothes today. Got my awesome vintage t-shirt. I had to cut the neck on it last summer. Yeah, because it was doing my head in. I wish it went more scoop than point, but it doesn't matter. So yeah, so I'm going to do some jobs and I'll catch up with you later. But yeah, we're being phone people today. I hope that's okay, and I hope you're doing well. And yeah, looking forward to a lovely weekend. So I will see you a wee bit later as we crack on with some more stuff. But first I'm going to go do those jobs, which aren't very fun to watch, so I won't film anything. So see you later. Hello, I thought I'd just show you I'm doing a completely unplanned job. I've swapped into shorts because I got a bit hot. I'm organising and clearing my button bags, boxes and jars, and organising all my sewing notions from my sewing cupboard because I cannot find my bias foot to do the jumpsuit. So yeah, so we're having a really good fuck it chuck it of the sewing stuff. So there we go. That is what I'm doing, is organising buttons, and then I'm organising them into these little baggies. And yes, those are tiny t-shirts, and I'm keeping just the buttons and extras that I will actually use, rather than just collect stuff for the sake of collecting it. So that's what I'm doing. I'm filtering through this jar, which has stuff I bought when I was a teenager in it. So yeah, so there we go. So that is what I'm currently doing, is organising my sewing stuff, because then I can clear my table a bit more, just try and find the bias foot. This is proper, you know, spiral jobs, but it gets weird little corner jobs done. So there we go. So yeah, catch up with you a bit later once I'm done this unplanned job, but it's a good one because look at how much, these are just the buttons I'm getting rid of. So yeah, I'm very pleased with myself. So there we go. Now it looks like I went mad at the sweet shop, but sewing stuff is organised. That is all the stuff that is going. Yes, that is a lot of zips, but I've basically emptied out a jar of buttons and a jar of zips, and all had a really good fucking chuck it. So yeah, so we've got elastic. These are all the buttons I would actually use and like, all individually bagged. So if I want to, you know, say those rainbow ones, pick out the bag. So yeah, these are buttons in large bags, very large buckles or things, and everything on a card. So they're already pre-organised. This is my bias and twill tape jar as the lid falls off. Trimmings and Velcro. The lids are not very good on these jars, by the way. Patches, hooks, poppers and safety pins and studs. Just sewing accoutrements like needles, eyelets, pom-pom makers, 2 jars of zips, heavy duty ones, fun decorative, and then small and medium ones, and then I have an empty jar. So, and there's a little one back there with some bits and pieces in. So there we go. So yeah, so I'm very impressed with that. Very good for an accidental tidy up. Had a really good sort out. I now have the knowledge of what I own button wise and zip wise. Don't know why I own so many heavy duty zips, but I just do. So yeah, so that's just a thing. But I did manage to actually find a tin with all the overlocker supplies, so I'll give them to my sister when I next see her. She's messaged me, asked me to dye her hair. So yeah, I've just got my packets of dye and some sandwich bags and a few little bits left in the cupboard that I will put in the appropriate jars. Put all the jars back, and then I'm going to put my Swift and my yarn winder in top. Oh, sort of shouting at Judy. My yarn Swift and my yarn winder in the top of the fabric cupboard. Let me show you it actually. So ready, turn you around. My fabric cupboard has a mirror which I cover with things I don't obviously want fires to start. So yeah, so there's quite a bit in here. This is the shelf with the miscellaneous bits that I was saying about that I'm going to find homes for, and then put my Swift and everything above the jars. It is an old 1962 RAF cupboard. It's amazing. But yeah, I have a good fun selection of fabrics in here. I've got one that looks like Doctor Strange. Lots. This is black wool, red striped wool. The leftover tartan from my bloomers. I've got jersey covered in ravens, Lego sparkly stuff, loads of tartan, Japanese stuff, Beauty and the Beast stuff, you know, I've got quite a lot of these Liberty things here, various bits from sewing projects that just didn't happen, bits of scraps. There's a sewing pattern organiser. Yeah, I should probably go through that. Oh, I need to actually sort those threads out. And then back there is the sewing machine I learned to sew on. So, and this is, ooh, velour stuff. I've been wondering where that was. I want to make a big t-shirt dress out of this. So, but yeah, so there we go. So I'm going to carry on organising the old fabric cupboard. Yeah, so I might go through my fabric actually and see what I can clear out of here and go through this. I think this is all my paper piercing stuff. It's very breezy out today. It's bright and breezy, look. So, but there we go. So that is kind of what I'm doing. So I'm not doing the job I planned, but you know, I never do I? But let's get cracking. I have finished the fabric cupboard. I thought I'd give you a final reveal because, to be honest, I'm going to round up the vlog here. But yeah, so there's all the jars. There's one I can't fit in, which is the elastic. So yeah, that might just have to live on the table. I've organised my fabric. Look at this space. So yeah, so I might, as I sort out the other bits near the table, sort out my French fabric and put that in here. But yeah, I've had a good fuck it chuck it in the fabric. Realistic look at what I'm going to use and what I'm not. You know, down here is much better. I have kind of just chucked all the dyes down here for now. This is an entire quilt in a bag, and the quilting stuff's down here and accessories. But yeah, very happy with how it is organised. So yeah. So there we go, folks. So I think I will round up the vlog here, just because I literally plan to clear up the pile of stuff that I am going to, I think, put up for free on Facebook Marketplace and just do a big, here is a ton of crafty sewing, you know, accessories, fabric, things, free to collector. Do one of them. So I think that's a very good idea. But yeah, so it's hitting now about 4:30, nearly 5, so I have had a quite productive day. I have not found the bias binding foot, and I have not finished the jumpsuit, but sometimes you go on these alternate, you know, adventures. So yeah, instead we completely reorganised my fabric cupboard, and I have put the scarf back over the mirror so the light's a bit better. So yeah, so there we go. But I hope you all have a lovely weekend, and yeah, I'm going to try and film a vlog while Ryan's away. Just so I've got someone to chat to be honest. And yeah, we're going to crack on with some projects and see how much we can get done, as we have this week. But obviously we haven't got a lot done, but we started a pair of socks, you know, we rested when we needed to. We have to take the little victories, you know. I can be quite mean to myself, enjoy your little victories. But yeah, so I'll catch up with you beautiful people on my next video. Thank you so much for watching. If you've enjoyed it, please drop us down and subscribe, give us a thumbs up, and yeah, leave us a comment. How's your week been? What you been up to? What do you think of my fabric sourcing, you know, and the sewing we've done, and just anything really. It's just nice to have a natter in it. So yeah, so I'll catch up with you beautiful people in my next video. Bye.